Well, the care for my dad became more than what my sister could handle. It became unsafe. And about 2 weeks ago, she called me and she said, I'm at a point where I don't think it's safe for him or for me to take care of him. So I called my stepsister, who's pretty hooked in with that community. And she said, why don't you and I get on the phone and call a bunch of board and cares, and then I'll come up, meaning me, I would come up and I would visit those board and cares from the top list that she and I came up with. That was the plan. The next day she calls me. She goes, I found a place. It's 5 minutes from your sister's. They're very kind. Come up and see it. So I came up. And it was great. They were very loving staff. It was clean. My dad had his own bedroom, his own bath. They were on it in terms of medication and care. I'm like, from what I could see, this is a go. So I moved my dad. He had to go to the hospital from there into the nursing home. Boarding care. So let me pause here. So in those years, I saw my dad's life getting smaller and smaller and smaller. From losing his home, the ability to drive, his dog that we took. So I saw, even though he didn't want it that way, and I know many of you through your parents or uncles and aunts or grandparents have probably experienced the same thing. I witnessed his life from being full to pretty small. Michael Beckwith says that as we get older in the winter of our lives get smaller so that our interior could get larger. Get larger to prepare us for the ultimate transition. And you know, when I have been, and I'm sure this is true for you, when I have been with someone who has been dying, I've noticed they leave their focus on the exterior, like on me or people around them, and they go to a heavy, introverted sense. They're much more focused on the inner process than they are on the outer. And I always think when that happens, they're preparing. They're preparing for this next journey, which isn't really an outer journey, it's an inner journey. And so Michael Beckwith says, for us to prepare for that final transition, for getting old, it doesn't have to be something that is painful or hard or a struggle when you and I maintain a strong inner life. We cultivate an inner life. And the Buddhists, there's a sect of Buddhism, you probably know this, that use death, the focus on death, as their major spiritual practice, so that they prepare for something that will happen. You know, our culture, we do everything we can to deny it, right? But the Buddhists are actually, a sect in Buddhism actually focuses on it as a way to live in the present moment now.